Yeah.
What? What is this?
Pathetic. She's so fat, she's so gross, she will never find love. Pathetic. The only one who can love this woman is the good Lord. She will never change, she will always stay the same. Pathetic and insane. Pathetic. Very scary, you know, Harry.
Damn, I'm jet lagged.
Pathetic.
Love you. Why is somebody, like, literally, do you guys not remember when let's speak about hypocrites. First of all, the obvious, my thumbnail. Have you seen, did you not see when I first came to Kuwait, this hideous beast said, oh, yeah, I'm not gonna cover her in Kuwait. It's too boring. Literally, every single thing I upload, she covers. So again, where's your hiatus on my content? Just like boozing, just like everybody. My Kuwait arc is boring, yet every single person uses it every single day for hours. So how is it boring? Fucker, shut the fuck up. Go away. Bye, you're blocked. So, I don't want any of her frickin' supporters in here. I don't care about the BBJ situation. I'm not talking about it anymore. She's obviously using that cat for views and money. So who cares? I don't care. She's just a liar. Like, oh, her Kuwait arc is boring. I'm never going to cover her. What else do you have to do? Seriously, you literally talk about me posting a picture of my hamster in the air fryer as a joke. You literally are talking about me eating pizza when your chins are like 500 times bigger than mine. Seriously, look at the friggin' look at my profile pic, or profile pic, what do you call it? Thumbnail. Look at the thumbnail. Seriously. How many pizzas do you eat in secret? There's a reason you're not showing yourself on camera. Because you are disgusted with how you look. You hate being fat, so you take it out on everyone else. No, BBJ is the most money content-wise right now. She's literally torturing a cat, claiming it's in... You take a picture of her, anyone can do that. Doesn't mean the cat's not suffering. Oh, she's on the mend, really? Let's see proof of it. Let's see an effing video of her. Let's see, like, guarantee that cat is suffering. If it has severe arthritis and so many other things, she's disgusting. First of all, how she attained the cat makes her a piece of shit, number one, to begin with. And then to go and milk it for views and everything else makes her a bigger piece of crap. But whatever, I'm not even talking about that anymore. You can call me an animal abuser all you want. I don't care. I've already said that. It's all the same morons who do it anyways. The point is, I'm here to laugh in her fat, ugly face, her 800 chins, that she has to use me for content. Have you seen her video of the guy that she lusts over? 5,000 views. So, the fact that you sit there and like, I'm not going to cover her content. You're the biggest, fattest liar ever. Are you kidding?
Should I fall, man?
You have
Should I
nothing
fall,
else.
man?
You can't do anything else. Another thing, and I saw a really good point about this. Like, this biatch is harping on me for my cat care. Are you kidding?
Honey,
you hang out and get high and then drive home high, by the way. You get high with the biggest lowlife, Shannon, who literally locks her dogs. The last time I went to Shannon's house, she locked her dog because she can't control it. So when she can't control her dog because she doesn't even bother to get it trained or whatever, doesn't take care of it, she locks it in a bedroom. The whole time I was there, it was squealing to come out, pawing at the door. She was yelling at it. Bam! She didn't take her dog to the vet on time. So where's the outrage for her? Where's the outrage for her content? They go live and talk about my Uncle Phyllis, how they saw her in Walmart. Of course she would be in Walmart, number one. Number two, of course you would have, like, milk that for views, too. Who are you calling uncle? You legit look like Randy Quaid. I've never seen an uglier woman in my entire life from the inside out. You really need to cool it. There's a reason you're not on camera. There's a reason. She was smoking on camera and then drove home. So she was smoking on camera, so I don't want to hear anyone come for me for driving high when I never did. Did I do that? Like, seriously. Shut up. People are so self-righteous when they have no right to be. That's what I'm mad about. I should literally take a hiatus from YouTube for like a month. Totally should do it. I don't want to, like, why should I punish, like, my visors for that? You know what I mean? I asked why she doesn't go on camera and she got angry with me. She's such a hypocrite. Yeah, exactly. Have you seen my thumbnail? That's why she doesn't go on camera. So she sits there behind the camera and fat shames me. When I look, even if I was 100 pounds loser, I would be better looking than you. Like, the proof is I have a hot husband and you have to make one up. You have to make one up and go hang out with Shannon on Valentine's Day. You are a loser. So have fun with BBJ that you're milking for views and abusing the cat even more by putting her through hell just so you can look like an effing hero when you're a big hypocrite, because you need to keep that same energy, French fried chins, with your friend Shannon, who you do drugs with, and obviously she's on camera. You both coke up and then drive back to Montreal and DG. You freaking ghetto piece of crap loser. Thank you. And tell her to take care of her dog. She let her dog go with rabies and bit people for a whole month and didn't take her to the vet. Not only that, she keeps the dog locked up in a room, screaming to get out. Please.
Hell of a fall.
You're gonna start hanging out with Misty. Oh, that's another one. Let me get to that now. Misty, you need to shut your self-righteous trap. You're a clout chaser at this point. Do you not? How do you go from comparing Breezy Boozin to Casey Anthony just a month ago? You literally called her a child, compared her to a child murderer, and now you're gonna defend her because I said something about her? You're just like all of the other morons who do the same thing. Sarah Vining, you're just like her. You're just like her when just a month ago you were just complaining about all of these people. In the DMs, your husband himself said many times to Salah, oh, Missy would never ever talk about Chantal, even if something happened. And here you are, hoping to get, like, what? Hoping to get, like, views like FFG has based on my name again? You had, like, 17 people in your stupid chat. Nobody likes to listen to you talk. Nobody. Nobody cares. Nobody wants to hear you. No, I'm not going to release DMs. Anyway, the only DMs that we talked about was shit-talking haters. And she doxed people and even said worse things, so... No, she, like, the picture of T and Dust's daughter, I got that from her in a DM. And she got it from somebody, I don't know. And she had the nerve to message my husband in a DM all hurriedly, like, you know, I don't know how you deal with her, kind of like, basically, like, are you kidding? We don't understand how your man can deal with you either. Or anybody for that matter. Anybody. They're such hypocrites. They're, whatever you want to call them, pussies, freaking cowards, everything. The minute you go in there and you defend me or have an actual point with a brain that took brain power to come up with, like this, they block you. So, and you, Goblin, I don't want to ever hear you say, oh, her content's boring, because it's paying your bills and those vet bills that you're milking for views. Thank you. You're welcome. Like what? Not even a month ago. Like, completely supporting, like, oh, you guys are family, we would sponsor Salah if you needed. No, we don't need that. Thank you. I've said that already. We don't need your help with that. Thank you. For those of you who don't know, I'm living permanently here now. We're not going to Canada. So again, you're wrong about that. You're wrong. You're wrong. You're wrong. I love it. I love it. You're wrong. Wrong about him using you for citizenship. How do you go from a longtime supporter friend and then going to, like, you know what I mean? So this is your fault. You have no right to be mad at me. I'm not allowed to feel a certain way about people treat me? Too bad. Stay mad about it. Take care of your pets. They look mangy. They look weird. And she treats them like her kids. I don't feel that way anymore about animals. Honestly, I love animals. I loved my cats. You're never going to take that away from me. I don't care what you say. I don't care how you try to damage my reputation. I'll never go anywhere, and I'll always have some people supporting me. And even if I don't, whatever, you're not gonna get rid of me that easy. So, anyway, like I don't like that people humanize animals like the same way. Like they're totally fine with a bee, like boozing for example. Literally, will sit there and like condemn me for animal abuse and neglect. You did elder abuse. You literally have a criminal record for beating an elderly person. And I guess I'll keep repeating that because it is relevant. Because you sit on your high horse and you make 100 videos about me in a week to support your child. And like, it's ridiculous. It's just bullying with a smile on. Hi, beavers. Like, really, everyone, this is the point. Everyone has dirt and skeletons in their closet. So for people to be self-righteous and like condemn me and try to ruin my reputation, ruin my life, bring me down, whatever, over things that you did even worse, you need to get a life. Seriously, and reevaluate yourself. Why, like seriously, why am I being fat shamed? By, honestly, all of the reactors have fupas and are about 900 pounds each. No, okay, sorry. If you collect all their weight together, please, give me a break. I'm sorry. Like, you literally are fat people fat shaming another fat person. If that's not projection 101, I don't know what it is. You're gonna tell me that FF Goblin is the epitome of health? She smokes a freaking bag of red cigarette every day, smoking out BBJ. You can't tell me she's not. And then, on top of that, she must be eating behind the scenes because have you seen her at Shannon's? No. Until Goblin is an anti-Semitic, please stop using it. Yeah, she makes Islamophobic remarks all the time. I have no sympathy whatsoever for her. She's disgusting. She deleted his channel and the neighbors said nothing about her. I know, I was waiting to see what they would say. I was like, wow, I wonder what my neighbors think of me actually. Lo and behold, they had nothing bad to say about this personality. And he called me my home an ant. Like, he thinks he's like this big expert on like behavior. And he's just a friggin' random egghead from, he's a nobody. Creepy weirdo. Anyway, and he calls the home on Woodcliff an antisocial abode. The only one who's doing any antisocial behavior is you. Am I the weirdo driving to people's houses to interview them? No. I don't even have hours of live streams talking about these weirdos. Seriously, if I ever address anything, it's the ridiculousness, and it's not worth my time, I know, but obviously I haven't learned that yet. Maddie, no, they are zombies. They are zombies, literally. Like, every time I see something about them, it's like, they're always like, rage. They're literal zombies walking around going, rage, waiting for me to rage. Watch how many people use this for content. A foodie beauty rage, a foodie beauty rage. I'll never understand the mentality of adults who act this way. And then these people have the nerve to say I shouldn't have children. I can guarantee you I would not expose them to this crap and be talking and bullying people on the internet when I do have some. I don't have the same eyes as you guys, I guess. I don't look at myself in the mirror and think I'm ugly. I don't look at it just because I'm fat. I don't. I never did. I never did. I don't think, like when I lay down on the side, so what? Big deal. Am I supposed to be less of a person just because I can't cross my legs and eat capsa? I have to lay on my side and eat capsa? So what? Who cares? Laying down on your side, whatever. Who gives a crap? Seriously. And if you have to just sit there and like make 3-hour live streams about somebody's, how they look and what they might smell like, you've never seen me in person. And actually out of her big fat mouth, she said herself I smell good. So, and so did S-Jan. So now all of a sudden, because they're against me, it's the other story. My life is boring. The only thing you have is milking BBJ's health problems for views. A 21-year-old cat. Yeah, of course they're gonna have health problems, moron. Like literally, what did she do with her dogs? She literally, they were sick, so she like forced them to take a whole bunch of medication, and then ended up euthanizing them. Who did I euthanize? Did I euthanize anybody? No. So you need to take that energy and call her the killer, not me. If that's what you think. I'm not against euthanasia, but if that's what you want to do. She's the animal abuser, exactly. She's just prolonging, like, you know what I mean? Yeah. She's gonna get arthritis shots. Nice, nice. She's gonna milk that every time she takes that cat to the vet. Milk it for views. Milk it for views. It's really disgusting. Honestly. Like, oh yeah, I'll never talk about it online. I'll sign an NDA. You can't even say, like, oh, well, she did good on cat care. She's taking her to the vet. Literally, the only reason is because she took the cat before I took her to the vet the very next day, because they refused. They refused. Oh, that's okay, that's okay. So, there you go. Now you can't complain about it. And the teeth, I brought her to the vet before. Her teeth were bad for a long time. And the vet said at her age, like, it's up to you. She's like, I'm not going to put her through, traumatic teeth cleaning, no. Get a life. I'm so sick of the subject. Like, I'm so sick of, people telling people how to take care of their pets. Like, F off. I don't care. You're not going to get to me for it. I don't care if you think I'm an animal abuser. I don't care if you cancel me. I don't care. I never will. Every tweet and every video is about me. Yeah, and I'm the vile person. I'm the vile person. Because my cat's nails were overgrown. Like, give me a break. My one cat's nails, because she was older. Like, I don't know what people want. Do you want me to cut off my arm? Will that make it better for you? You literally value, you don't value human life at all. You people are ridiculous. People who are just disgusting, hateful people. Nobody cares about kiwi farms. Nobody gives a shit about them. They're doxers, they're anti-Semites, they make fun of autistic people, they're disgusting, low-life pieces of crap who all deserve to have that completely taken down, and they need to be in padded cells. That's what they say. That's what they are. That's what they are. They make the internet a crappy place, unsafe place for everybody, basically. Yeah. I don't have to be, by the way, another thing Missy was like, accountability. They're all about accountability. I don't owe you any accountability. I don't owe you anything. You're strangers to me. Don't forget that. Any time of the day, you can choose not to watch me if you think I'm an animal abuser, if you think I'm vile, if you think I'm disgusting, if you think I'm Jabba the Hutt, don't watch me. Plain and simple. But you will, because you have nothing else to do. You cannot get anything on your own. You cannot make a presence on YouTube on your own. Just watch. I should really seriously go ghost for a month and see what happens. I bet you any money I would improve my life. Number one, I would have a lot of time too. And all of you would do nothing but replay Cuba Ridge over and over. That's it. That's all you have. Oh, cheese grater, you know what? Are you the moral police? What I do, haram, halal, is between me and God, okay? Not you and your super chat. So, and that's another thing. When I talk about mental illness, it's like being responsible for my house not being the tidiest or whatever. Like me neglecting my home sometimes. It's like people just don't believe that. They're doctors all of a sudden, and I don't have mental illness or my depression is an excuse. You have no idea what you're talking about. Like, what's his face reactor, the inbreeder from West Virginia, has the nerve to have a whole channel about his mental illness, crying about it. But then when it comes to me, it's dismissed just like that. Oh yeah. Yeah, so anyway, when I saw, literally, I had to log into this is what happened. I don't watch this ugly, disgusting goblin with 800 chins. Yes, I'm insulting her, and I love it. I was I had to log into our Stella and Chantal account to upload our vlog. And on the recommended page, because this stupid, ugly goblin, she puts my name in the tag so she can get views. So, I saw the thumbnail, and we're talking about my pizza and my eating disorder, whatever. And the nerve, how are all of these 500-pound people with 900 chins suddenly experts in eating disorders? Where? I'd like to know what you're doing about your eating disorder.
Oh shit, am I right there?
Yeah, seriously. No, seriously, you know what I mean? They comment on how I eat, but they're all serious, severely overweight, taking their own advice. Like, really. We know who she is, disgusting. They try to cancel me. You can keep trying, it ain't gonna happen. Try harder. Hello. No, don't think of a theory. I wasn't still on hand. That was How did you like getting high and driving home to Montreal? Nobody cares about that.
Oh my
And maybe
God.
she's from Cornwall. It's not from any trashiest part of Montreal ever. You know?
Hold on, Stephen Maris.
No.
Hold on, Stephen Maris. What's up, though, Stephen Maris?
No.
Hold on, Stephen Maris. What's up, though, Stephen Maris?
No.
Hold on, Stephen Maris. What's up, though, Stephen Maris? Hold on, Stephen Maris. What's up, though, Stephen Maris? You think Brent is hot? You think Brent is...
Karina Kaboom has 11 nerfs off. Hi! Hey, nobody forget that FFG killed her 2 dogs back to back. And
Stephen Maris, are you
this is
drunk?
proof she's doing it for clout. She literally killed her dogs, Rebe, and people call me a cat killer when I didn't even effing euthanize the BBJ. Like, they have no brains. They must all be like 15 with no brain. I can't think of anything else.
Exactly.
I don't think Brother Brent's gonna do that shit.
Yeah.
Nobody put anything for it.
No, I know.
This is so...
Dog killer. Dog killer.
Actually, she is the real animal that is...
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's the
I
second
can
dog
tell
that
you're
struggled with the
wasted.
dog sick or depressed.
Because you think
I heard
that
it was
Brother
because
Brent's
of anxiety or like a broken heart from the other dog being gone. So she's okay with mercy killing for way less than BBJ's ailment and at her age. Then, you know, and part of the reason I was going to consider euthanasia was because of the trauma it would be to rehome her. Imagine having to live with French fry goblin. Like, she smokes, they smoke. Because the one picture of BBJ had cigarette burns in the blanket.
14
So you're
shots
totally
this
fine.
morning?
Oh, I smoked weed a
Shit.
couple times around them. I don't chain smoke red cigarettes in front of...
Damn, nigga. You're really gonna die from
Well,
smoke. Actually,
Start
do here.
coughing when I hit that live button. Hello, everybody. Stacey Ferris Jr. coming at you here live this afternoon. Yeah, this afternoon. This is not really a religious message, but it kind of is. I'm gonna wait for some folks to get in here so we can. Good. I got 2 admins. I might need them. Well, thank you guys for your birthday wishes. I appreciate that. But I really want everybody to pay attention to what I'm saying because it's really important. It's really very important. It's every bit as important as a sermon. Talk to you guys today about
It's called farming. Cecil Pearson Jr. farming.
nothing if this don't stop. Talking to you today a little bit about farming. Not my game, not the simulator, honest to God farming. Now I realize most people in my chat understand where your food comes from. You understand that your food, again, thank you guys for your birthday wishes. you understand that your food is grown by a farmer, then it goes to either a vegetable, a fruit, or a meat processing plant where it is then processed and put into tins and sent out and goes on your grocery store, and you go get it in the cans or under the cellophane paper, or the cellophane wrapper rather. That's where your food comes from. It comes from a farmer.
Yeah.
But a lot of you don't know that one farmer can feed 66 families. One farmer feeds 66 families. How many families are there in the country? There's a lot. So how many farmers do we need? We need a lot. And as Christians, we need to be praying for these farmers. We need to be praying for their crops. Now, a lot of the mom and pop, the small farms, have fallen by the wayside because they tried to get too big for the britches, and instead of using that old 1967 John Deere 4040 that their mom and daddy paid off years ago,
What's going on?
they carried that tractor down, used it as a trade-in, and still had $1.5 million to pay for the tractor and all the implements that went with it. One ideal combine, the Big Ideal 10 combine, cost $500,000. That's just a combine. That's not a corn header or a grain header that goes with it. That's just the combine. The header, the corn header is about $85,000.
Janis Joplin.
And then the wheat, soybean, and rye header,
Bitch Matty Ann.
well, that's another $125,000. This stuff is expensive. And rather than use the equipment that you've got, because, well, it just takes me a week to harvest everything we've got. Well, how long does it take you in the big one? 4 days. Instead of 5 days, it took you 4 days. You saved a day. Honey, work the extra day and save that money. But that's not the issue here either. What I'm here for is you need to call on all the local farmers around your area to get back to the business of feeding this nation. Right now in the grocery stores, our prices are skyrocketing because we get 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 grain and all kinds of food from all over the world.
I'm not being serious.
Rather than
I'm just
having
saying,
our
if Matty Ann or
farmers
Cecil
grow
Jr.
our food.
Is a good fucking singer. That makes me fucking.
Well, flour
Oprah
prices
Winfrey,
have gone
which is
up
not true.
because we buy wheat from Russia, and we're not doing that right now. Why were you buying wheat from Russia to begin with? Why did you pay the American wheat farmer to not grow wheat and let his fields sit empty so you could buy it from another country? Why did the government make the United States of America dependent on foreign everything? Foreign oil, foreign chemicals to make medications, and foreign food. We got no control over what they put in our food over there. Do you get that? Some of the beef that comes in here from China has been treated with God knows what. They don't have to meet the same U.S. My Lord, that thing!
Hold on, wait a minute.
They don't have to meet the same U.S. thing.
Hold on, wait a minute.
They don't have to meet the same U.S. flag.
Hold on, wait a minute.
They don't have to meet the same U.S.
First of all, fuck that nigga's
USDA
cooking.
regulations
Fuck his
that
piano
we have to
playing.
meet here. They don't.
Yeah, I heard.
They're plants.
I heard about that.
They're
one.
green beans.
Look like
They're
plastic.
tomatoes. They're corn. Don't have to meet the same standards as met here in the United States. The United States had a high quality for grain, beef, pork, and chicken. Yes, food grown in the United States costs just a little bit more. But I would rather pay an American farmer for my flour, my sweet corn, my mushrooms, my hamburger meat, my pork chops, my fried chicken, than I had send that money to another country that friggin' hates us anyway. They don't like us, but we're gonna buy food from them. What do you think? That's like going down and being nasty at a McDonald's, expecting somebody not to spit in your hamburger. You don't know what they've done with your food. The United States of America was once the breadbasket of the world. We fed the world. I know. My daddy owned a grain company. We used to pay farmers for the grain. We followed the stock market every day to know what the price of corn, soybean, wheat, rye, barley was. And whatever the price was that day, that's what we paid for it. And the farmers sold that grain to us. And we bought it. And then my daddy's trucking company hauled it down to Port Wentworth there at Savannah, where it was loaded on big ships and sold all over the world. We used to feed the world. Now, we can't go at the grocery store and get a jar of peanut butter because the peanut butter has gone so high. They pay farmers, I know for a fact they do it, you get a peanut allotment. If you've got so many acres of land, you're only allowed to plant so many acres of that land in peanuts. If you plant any more, it'll drive the price down. Well, what's wrong with that? What's wrong with making Peter Pan and Jiffy peanut butter be affordable again? But they pay the farmer in subsidies not to grow the peanuts. They pay the farmer what's known as a tobacco allotment not to grow tobacco. So the price of chewing tobacco, the price of your dip, the price of your cigars, and the price of your cigarettes go through the roof. And the taxes go through the roof. Why? Because they need to cover the subsidies that they're paying the farmers. I wish that the farmers today had the guts that my granddaddy John Sykes and Mr. E.J. McNair and Earl Lynn had and Byron Gerald had to look at the government and say, keep your money, we gonna grow what we want, and we'll sell it at the market. I wish the farmer had the guts to look at the government and go, I don't want your money. You ain't controlling what I grow or how much. I'm growing wheat and I'm planting 1,000 acres of it. But they don't do that anymore.
Yeah.
A 1,000-acre farm can grow 200 acres of wheat. That's it. So that you have to buy foreign wheat. Now we can't get foreign wheat. So now what? Now they looking around at the farmer like, why ain't you been doing this? I need you guys to pray for your farmer. See, a lot of people don't know this stuff. A lot of people just think, you go down to the grocery store, that's the price, that's what I have to pay, that's what I'm going to pay. That's not so. That is an illusion. That is an illusion created by the government and retail markets to pick your pocket. You go to your local farmer and you tell your local farmer you want to buy their tomatoes, you want to buy their cucumbers, you want to buy their squash, you want to buy their watermelon, their cantaloupe, and you want to buy it straight from them, cut out that middle store. And you start buying your potatoes. My boys over in Idaho, get back to work. You get these potatoes and you buy them. You take them to the house, and when you eat them, you'll discover that the potatoes, the squash, the tomatoes, the cucumbers, everything that you buy from that local farmer will taste 10 times better because of the care that went into growing the vegetable. If you go down to your local beef farmer and tell him you'd like to buy a cow, you can buy the cow for about $1,100 to $1,500. You take that cow, take it over to market, and have it processed. They kill it, skin it, gut it, cut it up, and put it in the paper for you. You'll find that beef tastes 1,000 times better than the beef you get at the Walmart. Go to your local chicken farmer and tell him you want to buy some chickens that's been processed. You take that chicken home, that chicken is going to taste like the chicken you got when you was a kid, because it ain't got the hormones to make the breast grow big. It ain't got all of the antibacterial feed to it. You're just going to be tasting the chicken, not all the chemicals to keep it alive. You go down to your local farmer and you buy fresh eggs. You will notice that those eggs, when you crack that sucker open, that yolk will be a bright orange. Not a pale yellow, but a bright or a deep bright orange. Because that egg is 100 times richer than the one you got from the sterilized chicken. They're shooting eggs out their butts all day long, every day, because of the feed they feed. You will find, if you go and support your local farmers markets, that the quality of food that you get will so far surpass what Walmart can sell you from China and Japan and Vietnam. You'll find that local food grown in your area will far surpass the flavor you won't mind the extra pennies you give the farmer for growing. You won't. But we need the farmers to go back to work. I need my farmers to get off their backside and get back to feeding this nation. I need my grain farmers farming the grain. I need my dairy farmers making that milk and that cheese and that cream. I need my hog farmers making them pork chops, ribs and sausage, and that fine ham that everybody loves. I need my poultry farmers growing your birds. Stop letting the government regulate you to death. Wouldn't you like to go back to where if you carried a truck that had 1,000 bushels of corn on it, that you got a fair price for it, rather than negotiate the contract out before you ever planted a seed? Wouldn't you like to get the fair market value of it that day? What happened to the farmers? Well, farming ain't no guarantee. It's a risky business. It's more risky than the stock market, but it's also more rewarding. I need my farmers feeding the United States of America again. I need you to stop feeding China, and we need to stop eating this food that's being imported from all over the world and go back to eating our own food. You want to know why half the countries are diabetic? The crap that half the countries are diabetic. The crap that half the countries are diabetic. China and all these Asian countries put in the food before you ever get it. That's why. You know why cancer's on the rise? Because they're growing food in contaminated soil. What do you expect? Instead of demanding more from your government, you demand less. Instead of making your government stop this import of this trash for you and your children to eat, you stand there like little Lord Fauntleroy with a bowl going, "May I have some more, sir? I realize it's not the best in the world, but it's all we can get, right? I'll have another bowl. Yeah, I'm still hungry." And you eat it by the spoonful, literally. You eat it by the forkful, literally. Look at this Wangoon steak. It's steak that's more fat than beef. But because somebody said the marbling makes it more expensive. Really? Because when I sit down and I have me a nice juicy ribeye steak, I want a little fat in it, and then I want the beef. I don't want every mouthful I take to be full of calories. I'll pay $25 at a steakhouse to eat a good steak. But a Wangoon steak gonna cost you what? $150, and for what? More fat. Where'd it come from? Japan. Fukushima. Guys, I'm just laying it out there for you. Pray for the farmers. Pray for the crops. And pray that they'll pull their head out and go back to work. If you know a farmer, thank them. And ask them to plant more. Ask them to plant more. Ask them to start feeding this nation again. All that corn up there in Idaho, Iowa, and the corn belt there, right? 90% of that corn goes to make ethanol to go in your gas tank. What does that do? What does that do? It weakens the gas. It's worse for the environment. It's worse for your motor. You know, I got me my Cub Cadet rider with some of that COVID money. I got me my Cub Cadet riding mower. And right on that engine, it says, do not use ethanol gas. Why? It makes the engine run so hot, it'll melt the piston to the piston wall.
Look at those pistons.
We need to be eating that corn, not turning it into gas, not turning it into moonshine later, boys. We need to be putting it on our tables again. Stop with this renewable energy crap and feed this nation. Stop sending all of your soybean to China and Japan to make tofu and soy sauce. Make it right here. Make it right here. It's not that difficult, folks. America needs to feed itself again. We've got the land to do it. We've got the farmers to do it. We've got the seeds to do it. Stop taking that, get that government tea out of your mouth, Mr. and Miss Farmer, and get your butt back on the tractor and go to work.
I think he's serious.
That's cold hard facts of the matter. The guys, I love you, but I'm going to go and enjoy the rest of my birthday. Love you. Bye now. Remember to pray for them farmers. Good Tuesday morning, my Facebook, YouTube friends and family, Marcy. Offenses is the title of this. And let's offend somebody. Hello, my name's Cecil Perry Jr. Welcome to my ministry. I'm coming at you here live on YouTube today. I hope everybody's doing fine. I am a little bit late. I will explain that in a minute too. Hey, see, one more favor if you don't mind. Would you please get me a few tips? Thank you. Maybe the notification went out this morning. I don't know if it did or not. Hello, Chrissy. Morning, Travis.
I'm here about the
Anomalous?
job posting. What's going on?
The herder who supplies wool to the weaver I work for is weak. The weaver is
Miss
even worse.
Gail,
Why do you say
Jim,
that?
The farmer is being extorted.
I do
by
apologize for
bandits.
being
So
late,
he
but
in turn asks
Lord
for
let
more
me
money
sleep
from the
in,
weaver.
so I
They
did.
will pay more every time this way. Weak and stupid. Pay a mercenary once and the
Hello,
problem
Angel
goes away.
Road.
So you want me to protect you?
That would
Mercy.
be the idea, yes.
I'm the one for...
Thank the gods.
Here.
Most of the time I walk for the chickens. But, not today. And I gotta tell you, I don't mind because I was pretty tired from yesterday. All the up and down and in and out of the vehicle and all that mess. Okay, you're the loser. Oh, Lisa, Ash, April. Morning, Tony.
I'm here to look after you.
Thank the gods. I hear them coming.
Oh, Thursday.
Got to be careful not to get spotted.
Oh, Brenda. Praise God, Curtis. Yeah, so we're gonna go ahead and do the whereas and the walkforwards while we're letting other people get in here. Let's not have any racism or cussing on the channel, no false doctrines, teachings, or religions on this channel. Don't attempt to preach from the channel. If you want to preach, get yourself a channel and get out there. But you're not going to do it from here. I'm not going to be responsible for what you got to say no more than you're going to be responsible for what I got to say. Also, don't add to the scripture.
Were you able to keep him
The
safe?
scripture is exactly what God wants it to be for this message.
Earned your payment, mistress. Here, this is for
If he
you.
wants more, he'll give
Doesn't
more.
look...
I'm not one for adventure.
And if he does,
I've put
Ash
down
April will be more than happy to throw it up. They do that for us every day, and we appreciate that. Hold your prayer requests until the end of service. And please do not attempt to monopolize the chat with your sob stories or your testimonies. Keep your testimonies over until the very end, which is where we share those at. I'll just call you Riddick because I can't say the first name.